Yo, what it do? It's Vaughn from the Waverunners, better known as Vaughn Engineer, mixed by Vaughn, so on and so forth. Um, just tuning in with you guys. This video is just gonna be a how-to video. I'm getting a lot of producers, not even a lot, but just a few producers that been coming to me and asking how do I get my beats to sonically sound right, the space. How do I just get everything to hit how it hit? And it's really easy. It really ain't much that a lot of other people are doing. They're crunching their beats, doing all this processing, and I really do not do all of that. I probably have maybe 2 or 3 steps. And if you follow those steps, I 100% promise you that you will get exactly what you're looking for. And then even out of those steps that I give you guys, you can definitely just take what you want, make it yours, and then you just move on from there. I'm just here to help this producer community out. That is the reason of the Waverunners. Everybody's a wave runner, you feel me? So I just made a brand more so just for the producer community. I'm a wave runner. My producers that I have under the Waverunners are wave runners. You guys are wave runners. So make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, share. Let's go ahead and get this wave runner video up and going. So as you can see on my mixer, I have all my stuff. Now, yes, this is a pre-mixed beat, but I went on and zeroed out everything. I still do have all my EQs and stuff up just to make this a little bit more quicker. I'm going to try to keep it under 10 minutes, maybe 12. Let's see how fast I can get it done. I hope you guys are paying attention. So, as you can see, like I said, I have things zeroed out. This is my melody right here that I have solo. Now, a lot of people, a lot of engineers in this world, in this industry, is going to tell you what I'm doing is probably wrong. And it probably is, but to me, it works. Now, when it comes to vocals, I do not absolutely recommend mixing vocals in solo. That's not it. But when it comes to the beat, you just need to hear what's what and get it right the first time. So this is my melody. This is exactly it right here. Now, as you can see, this is my EQ. This is exactly what I did. This is what it looked like before. All I did was I used a 20 hertz slope. I just went on. And just, EQ'd the low end just enough to where it still sounds natural, but it's getting rid of all of this nonsense back here that you're just not really trying to hear, that you're not trying to keep in this space. Same thing I'm gonna do with the front half of the EQ. Now, the one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to cut out too much. This is exactly what happens when you cut out too much. You start to, get a sound that you don't want. Maybe just at that time you do not want it. So what you want to do is you just want to start at your starting point. You just want to just ride your slope back just enough. Now you changing it right here. I'm changing it right here. Just bring it back just a little bit. Get back to its natural state. And right there. That's literally what I did. Now I'm going to do that for exactly every single thing that I did. Down to the effects, but we're not going to reach the effects today because I'm trying to keep this nice and simple. Here goes my hi-hats. Right? Now, this is what it sounds like EQ. This is what it sounds like when it's not EQ. EQ, not EQ. There's no difference whatsoever. But all of this extra sound back here would definitely make a difference. 100%. So what I'm going to do is, when you go too far, you're going to hear the change. You just want to stop where it still sounds natural. Now, me personally, I don't like to add stuff that's going to manipulate what I picked for my sound. Why? Because if I pick that sound, I want it to sound exactly why I picked it for that reason. I'm not the type to go and start adding high end to the hi-hats, because if I wanted that, I would just pick a different sound. Now, everyone can do, their own thing, add a little high end up here, stuff like that. But me, that's just not me. Now, that's things that you could do, but That's just a double and dab for what you can, what you have to get right for yourself. Um, Now let's go ahead get this clap right here. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Now, either one would do, to be honest, if I want to keep it up here or if I want to bring it back here. But I like this. I like to still hear that reverb that is already printed onto the sample itself. So I want to keep it back here just so I can, get some of that low end of that reverb of the tail at least on there. Then I don't really got to add too much reverb on mine. But I like to use this one because it already has the reverb. So like I said, if I can just use stuff to hurry up and get it done quicker, that's perfect. Me personally, I make my own templates. I suggest you guys make your own templates. This would definitely help you out in the long run, keep things pushing. Now, I ain't about to go ahead and go through all this and waste your time, with showing you the EQs and stuff like that. But as you can see, on all of my EQs, on all of my sounds, I have an EQ, and that's all that I have on here is just the EQs on my mixer. That is it. That is all, nothing else except for my 808s. But that's a different story and that's a different video. So let's go ahead and get to the sauce, right? So now I'm back on my melody. Let me go and mute this. Back on my melody right here, right? So this plugin right here is going to be your money maker, and this is what's going to help you balance your beats. It makes it 10 times quicker. That's what I did I used it one time, and then from there I was hooked. So I probably do not suggest using this on vocals because I really don't see it working with vocals. When you're doing stuff like that, it probably do work, but for me personally, that's a different ball game. So this is a free plugin by Krillin Audio. Free plugin. Go get that, cop that, do what you gotta do to get it. I promise you, you will not delete it. Now it's gonna start off up here at it might start off at 0 or it might start off in the middle. But basically what you want to do is you want to take this right knob, master knob, all the way down to about 20, 25, whatever one, wherever you see fit, that's where you go. This noise level knob is basically going to be your white noise. Yes, I said white noise. That's exactly what you're going to hear when you're doing this. So for this matter, I'm going to hit play. You're going to hear the white noise, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do and what to look for. Boom, voila, white noise. Now, I'm on my melody. This is the melody. Yes, you can still hear over the white noise. Why am I using white noise? Because this is more so just going to be my level of where I want the beat to be mixed at. So from here, you're just going to lower down your fader till you can barely hear what it is that you're listening to in solo. And right there, I'm going to say is my sweet spot. This is where I'm going to want. Your melody is your first thing that you're going to want to mix down or at least level. So everything else is going to be around that same level. When it comes to percussions and kicks and stuff like that, I kind of leave it. I leave my kicks and 808s over top of my melody and my, my snares, hi-hat, stuff like that. Because I just want those to hit more. There's definitely more stuff that I do when it comes to kicks and stuff. But I'm gonna just make that a whole nother video. All right. So same thing I'm gonna do with the hi-hats. I'm gonna solo it. As you can see, I got it pinned a little bit to the right. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Now my hi-hats, visually right here, I like to, see it a little bit over top of the melody. But as you can see, I can barely hear it. That is exactly what you want. You want to barely hear what it is that you have solo against the white noise. The white noise, again, is your level. That's your starting point. That's what you want things to be at. So let's go ahead and, I'm going to speed up this process. You're going to see exactly what I'm doing. Now, when it comes to the kick, I definitely have it clipping. I definitely have it turned all the way up to 0, and right here on the panel on the channel volume, I have it turned all the way up to 0. That's what I do for all of my percussions. I definitely turn it all the way up to 0 because I just like the character. I like the extra umph that it gives it when it hits over the top of that clip. Now, what are my little rules that I do? Wherever my melody and percussion and stuff like that I have, I just like my kick to hit just a little bit over it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go to this second line right here. I'm gonna make it about 8 dB. That should be fine right there. And then for my 808s, my second rule for the 808s is about have it 2 to 3 dBs underneath whatever my kick is. And in there, it should range between 12 and 15 decibels, negative decibels, where it should sit at. Normally, me, I just like to have it sit on 12. Now, just because it's 12 over here does not mean that it's 12 over here. So do not get that confused. You just have to eye this, meter over here with wherever, you're hearing and looking at for. But once again, if you're listening, you can barely hear it over top of the white noise. Now that's it. I'm just go ahead and play this song out for you guys. Definitely didn't do these ones, so we're not gonna worry about it today right now. And that's pretty much it right there. As you can see, once I was done, I turned off the white noise, the VST. There was a few things that might have just been a few decibels off that I just had to go and tweak. You can't always hear everything because why? You soloed it all. And once you hear it all together, from that moment on, you just go ahead and listen over it, see what's peaking. From there, you can definitely hear what's high, what's too high, what's too low. And you just go ahead and do your little measures in and out and make it like that. But this is more so the gist of it. This is how I get it done. I promise you, when you're done with all this, it's definitely going to resonate just a little lower than what it should on the master channel. So just go ahead, throw that limiter on there. Me personally, I'll go ahead and use an ozone. Pushes it all the way up to 0. And that's it. Now you got what you got. You got what I got. You see how I got it. And I tried to keep it under 12 minutes, but went a little 2 minutes over. But hopefully you guys definitely take what you can take from me. You can use it. And hopefully, you guys be back. Go ahead, lock in with me. Subscribe, like, share, email me. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter. Hit us up on Instagram at Thewavrunnerz.com. That's where we locate all of our kits, our beats, a little bit of personal information, but definitely gonna have all the stuff down that you could contact us in the extra link down below. And that's a wrap.